are you doing?
I'm gonna tell you some stories. Alright, ready for the stories right now? I'm playing some of these. I got my mom here. We're gonna do some garden stories. The ones she loves the most, and they're crazy as ever. There's planes a-flying. Alright. So, where do we start?
Make sure you put those the right spaces, okay?
Huh?
Make sure you space those right.
Yeah, it's like a...
Right?
These.
No, right where I put that thing.
What?
Where I put the tag for the cucumbers, right here.
Right there?
Yeah, the row.
I'm gonna move it right to this edge, because I have enough to go over.
No, go this way.
This way across, but I'm doing it right here, because it's just...
Right.
Alright. This will be fine, so I'm just gonna go in like that. Alright, so first stories. Hospital stories. And you know a lot of that shit. There's rocks down there. First stories. Alright, so original. Freaking I've told you this before, but the Devens one. This one's sweet. I love this one. Alright, so I might have told this to you before. There's like this little gay kid. He's like a little gay. Bees! I'm gonna get so stunned. Alright. There's like this little gay kid, and he's freaking getting harassed by like these, like, they're like Middle Eastern crude gang fucking idiots. They weren't. Everyone was just like going through their shit, you know?
Yeah.
And like, freaking, but this was like bad. And like, all they did was like, they said this, accusing this kid of like poking him wicked hard. He was like freaking like 4'5", dude. The kid was like, ha, like he wasn't even doing, like you could tell he wasn't doing like jack shit really.
Yeah.
They're all like, all right, you could hear him over there. They were like, all right, we're gonna fuck this kid up, like get him, that son of a bitch, he poked us. Oh my God, he freaking poked us, like get that little bastard, like. They were like going through the whole list, Mom. Like seriously, they were like, freaking, he poked this son of a bitch. They were like freaking first go, like, the whole, like. So me and this kid like felt bad. We were literally like sitting there eating lunch, and like all this shit was going down, and we looked over, we heard it, we saw this little kid. He's like crying. He was crying. It was sad.
That's sad.
And freaking this kid goes he looks over at me, and I had this idea out, and I nodded, and I swear to God, he just freaking knew it. He knew what I was gonna do. So they were all like talking, and they were like, get him, that little bastard. And me and this kid just looked at each other and like nodded. We're like yeah. So we were like, fucking get him. We were like, that son of a bitch. I was like, bring him to town, skin him. It was like we went through like the whole combination of like everything you could do. I was like, skin him, bring him to town. After that, get the bastard, rope him up. Yeah, that kid said it. He goes, rope him up. Like that. He goes, rope him up, throw him in your car. Like that. We were like sitting there eating lunch the whole time. And, like we had a straight face. Like for like this went for like 5 minutes with us. And it kind of like after a while they were going with us. They're like, yeah, like. Fucking get that kid. And they were like, thought we were cool. And then after a minute, they were like, wait a second. You really like wanted to do that? Were you guys like serious? And they were like, yeah, fucking get him. Like, and then like everyone knew, and like that gay kid was like, thank you so much. Like he said that to us. He was like, thanks you guys. Like that was like the nicest freaking thing.
Yeah.
And like, that's one story. And then like, we'll go to like...
What was that guy there, that old guy that dressed like a pimp?
Oh, the guy dressed like a pimp was the man. Literally a pimp. He was like... Guy was probably freaking 70, 75. Like, it was not nearly sad, but he was way too well dressed and like way too put together, nice. With a hanging tongue for it to be like that sad. So he was like, oh shit, like... Alright, that was 4. That's good. So, freaking, he's like sitting there, like, freaking
Don't put them too close to the edge.
No, they'll be fine.
Are they the right far spaces?
Yeah.
Because they get big.
Yeah, but oh fuck. Sorry. All right, so.
Because they lay down flat, you know.
Yeah, I know. These do get big, but I'm gonna space. Sometimes I do them like different ways because if you.
Remember last time you overcrowded?
Yeah, but the thing is how many did I still get, and the size changes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It actually incorporates like the size growth and what it's like if these were all
I know,
bunched.
but I want a bigger cucumber.
No, but we will. We got plenty of space and we have the whole yard. But if you say you do this,
I know.
you got these over here, they'll grow this tall. But if you have them in here, they'll grow bushier and more together with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can change the way it does
There's
it.
more
It's really
seeds
all
then.
up to you. But if you want to get a big yield on it, you can do them separately.
Yeah.
and
How many
that's-
seeds per?
That might
Oh.
be the brightest way to do it. In like, but you could fill this whole thing with 3 if you did them that big. You could because they vine.
Yeah. How many seeds per hole?
I just do.
It should say on it.
It does, but with these spacings too, it doesn't really matter because, like what you said, if a few dies, then you're gonna get that one that you were talking about. Because a couple probably will anyway, so it'll probably turn out to be like what you were looking for. All right, anyway, so this black pimp guy, freaking, he's just like chilling, like, freaking, in the hospital, and like it was sad. He's like. Hit the hanging tongue. He's like, ugh. And freaking, first thing he says to me is, like, dressed like a damn pimp. Like, he's got that way better hat than this shaggy old freaking beater. Like, you hate this hat and this shirt and this.
No,
like,
that jacket and the hat. We're going out to eat, so you don't have to wear that.
yeah. That's probably a thing. Alright, so anyway, like, this dude, he's got, like, the hanging tongue, and he's like trying to rob everybody. Like he tried to rob Dad, and like the first thing he did was like get there, but the way he did it, and he sounded, you know, my voice impressions, like I can sing like Bob Seger, I can sing like Justin Bieber, I can sing like freaking Gloria Weaver, and that's my rhyme. But like I don't even know who that is, but it sounds familiar. And he walks up to me, the first thing he says, dressed like a pimp, he's like, yeah, freaking, not like that. He's like, he has this fake $100,000 bill. It's like that big, like a fake $100,000 bill. And he's like, freaking, sell you this 100,000 with the hanging tongue. He goes, sell you this $100,000 bill, 4 5s. Like, just like, no, you don't understand. That was his voice. Dressed like a skinny little pimp with like a hunchback and like a hanging tongue. You know by that description what this dude fucking looked like. He was like a good looking dude, but he was like 75. He was like, you could tell that dude was a good
He was
fucking
trying
dude.
to sell the $1,000.
Yeah. Tell you this $100,000 right here for 4 5s. And he was like, I was like thinking for a second, I'm like, yeah, I think it's actually pretty cool. Like, why even like do that? And then he's thinking, he's like, good deal, oh shit. And I'm like, he's trying to like rip me off. And I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, nah, dude, but you're the man. I'm like, what's up, bro? You know me. I was just like, what the fuck's going on? I like tried to be his friend the whole time after that. Dude was a fucking king. And then the freaking gangs in there or whatever, the freaking bloody, I don't know what they were, but they were doing the walks and shit with the little symbols, and like, I'm just a fucking nerd, dude. I don't even know. I'm a very nice kid. I make friends with everybody, and sometimes you probably shouldn't do that, you know what I mean? But like, still, like, I'm always cool in the end, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm like, they're like trying to scare me, dude. I'm like, you don't understand. I didn't say that, but like, you fucking know, on the shit I've been through, the shit I've seen is like fucking horrifying, dude. Like, I've never told you a lie story.
Yeah.
And everyone thought they were lie stories.
No, well, they weren't.
When I got back, it was just unfucking believable. You know what I mean? When I got back from Devens, I never told it like there, but when I got back, I mean, shit.
Everyone needs all
Who the fuck
different
would believe
kinds
that?
of
I'm like,
help. That's
oh, I'm
why.
in there with a fucking getting this and that and this, and sitting there with a fucking Navy SEAL. You guys are like, shut the fuck up, kid. And I was like, yeah, it's probably what I should have done anyway, because no one likes to hear a war story. And that wasn't even a war story, and like, I didn't get anything with that, but that was extreme. I'm not going to get into that, but everything I told you there was 100% real. That's messed up, but it was all worth it. You know what I mean? So anyway, these freaking walkers, the walkers, and like trying to scare me, dude, like wicked bad. I'm just like, I pull the weirdest manipulative, like Betsy Charmer. You remember Betsy Charmer? That was my final tactic in the end. I got some tactics with like the way I act and the way I do things, and I'm wicked funny, and I make a lot of friends, and like in the end, you just don't go against that with like, some of the friends I freaking get, who like I stand up to, and I'm like, what's up? You know what I mean? And like, these two skinny little kids, the kid's completely insane, dude. Like, he's freaking paranoid and all this shit, and he's, first things first, he thought I called him a pussy. I'm like, I didn't fucking call you a pussy. So he's like, starts giving me like the skinny little, you saw him.
What, walking by your room?
Yeah, this kid's like a skinny little white shirt and like half the size of Eminem. I felt bad because like he was just going through his thing, but he starts like that whole like thing. In the end, like he was laughing. Dude, you look like this dude smoking weed and shit. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. So that's that. Like, don't worry about anything. But like, the freaking kid's like, him and his friend, because his friend was like, I can't describe these dudes too in depth because I really don't know who they were. But it was like, they start doing these like signs and shit, and I'm like in my room like sleeping after all this fucking mess and this shit I fucking seen, and like I'm like dude, like, and I'm being like, hey man, what's going on? Like, what's up, brother? Oh shit, dude. Oh, what the fuck's going on? Like, oh, you little bastard, dude, what the fuck's, like, waking up in the morning first before anybody was like a small group of people being like, oh man, there's freaking cooks serving alpaca sausage. And we're all like, you serving alpaca sausage? So we're like, go up and say, hey, you got alpaca sausage. So we'd like go up and like say stupid shit like that, and everyone would be like, he's like wouldn't even laugh, and we'd all go back and so we like make friends like that, and fucking, I'm going way off the bush, but anyway, like these kids were like, by the end of it, I was just explaining like how I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like these kids are freaking, I'm in my room like kind of laying down, like not really sleeping. They're walking by my room like back and forth, and they get radios in there like loud rap and shit. No one freaking ever hands them out. You know what I mean? Like they don't, you should just throw, there's like 3 of them, put them in each corner, and let's freaking rock and roll. Like I was doing that, and everybody's just like, I was like, yeah, dude, check it out.
Grab some more seeds.
But they were like walking by my room with the radio rap music, and they're like, some things never change. And they like stop on my door, and like, I was like, dude, like, first off, I was like, just try not to fucking laugh like like the rap. You know, like, some things never change. You know, like looking in my room and like trying to like bug me. You know what I mean? And I was like, like laughing, and they're like, they like keep walking by, like they hear the way I'm laughing, they just see the way I am, and they're like, how do we freaking like, you know what I mean? They're like start laughing, you hear them go further down the hall, they're like, that dude's like pretty fucking funny, and they're like, they walk back by again, and they're like, some things never change. And like there's a rap song playing to it, so it's like the part of the song. So like, they keep walking by, and I like laugh kind of again. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what are you? At this point, I'm like, I was using that like Betsy charmer thing, and I was like charming them, the strangest manipulative way. It was like freaking. I was like, yeah. I was acting like this by the end of it. I walked out, and I'm like, excuse me, could you please turn that down a little bit? It's getting extremely offensive to some of the other neighbors. And well, what you don't understand is that when these guys get offended, people get real mad and things start to happen. So you need to turn that down right now, please. Or like something like that. And they're like, the fuck? Like they didn't know how to react to me. And then by the end of it, like they just started laughing because I was like, yeah, dude, like, they were like, you look like this kid. By the end of it, they were like, yeah, bro, man, what's up? Like, we were like, you're a pretty cool kid, like, I was like, yeah. It's like, what just happened, bro? Like, what just happened?
Grab some more seeds.
Yeah, they were like, dude, you're a pretty cool. That was brutal. I'm like a ninja with these freaking sticks and rocks and shit. I didn't even think about that. I used to think about that when I did martial arts. I remember when I first started training again, they had me do this, and I was bitched in 2 seconds. I was like, on pads. I was like, I was just told that life is pain. And that was pretty sweet. Because it's true. And like, I was just like,
Plant it.
Mom, I freaking, we need to get water. Hold on. And I was just like,
don't put too
I
deep.
bitched the first 2 seconds I did that on pads.
You don't put it too deep, do you?
Now I just do it on like freaking like
is that too
holes.
deep?
I'm like, hey man, what's up? Yeah. And it makes me like, I don't worry about mosquito bites. I'm gonna do these 4 or these ones right here, like this. And these will be the ones that I planted, okay?
Because they're not gonna grow if they're too close to each other.
Some of these are gonna die.
Well, that's why I give them some space.
I didn't even do it right. But I still think it'll work.
I gotta go finish getting ready.
I do too. So let me end this on a good story. One last short one. Alright, so I already told you the dog one, hey beautiful, and the lady in the car was like, what the fuck you say? I already told you the frickin' the band. Let me just quickly summarize the band. The metal band in 2 seconds. I'll get this short and sweet. If I go off subject, say shut up or throw a rock at my face or something, I won't even feel it. And my knee just punch me, I don't even care. Smash this beer,
right,
crack it over my throat or whatever, I don't give a shit. You're like, yeah. Alright, so the band, we had metalheads, all of us. We like looked like Jesus Christ, but we were like all tripping and like we have freaking like funny behavior and the weirdest birds. Like there'd be bikers driving by, bicycles on the same porch we sat on, from short hair to long hair to like 25 growing tall. Same old bikers, same old route. We're like, here comes the biker, holy shit. And like they would just watch the stages of us grow. They'd be like, man, these kids gotta fucking do something with their lives. Like still on the porch, like playing guitar and shit, like just crazy. And then like, so we had me, I was just me. Like you could explain that, everybody knows me. I'm just like me, and I don't want to get into that, but I'm just a musician. I'm just like, say, curry up, been through a lot of shit. And like, I'm funny, and like, yeah. And like, freaking Josh, we'll start with Josh. Josh is the heart and soul of the band, and he's a piece of shit. It's great. And like, freaking the Green story. So when he was a kid, we were all playing metal, and he was young. He just come over at like 13, dude, and skateboard down and shit. He had long hair, looked like a little alien, long-haired alien on a skateboard and shit, wicked skinny. You'd be like, dude, what the hell's going on, buddy? This kid plays bass. Holy shit, Josh is sick. And like he just starts playing. He's like jamming. The kid was wicked cool. Like we didn't know back then. Everyone was like freaking 2 and like getting hammered and shit. We didn't know, we just suffer from the freaking consequences later. And then like one day we're like, let's start a fire. We're like sitting there by the fire, And Josh is all of a sudden like playing like bass or something, and we're all like sitting there talking, listening to Pantera or something. Josh just looks over like from mid laughter, and he's like, I'm like, holy shit, dude, what's up with Josh? And like I yell out, or Eddie yells out, or somebody, he's like, holy shit, he's green, look at how fucking green he is. And he was like, kid was green, he's like green, like it went over his face, like full blown green. Like, you don't understand, dude, like this.
I get it.
No, like that.
Alright, I get it.
Right,
why was he green?
From drinking. Like, he drank, and like, it was just a young experience. Like, everybody does that shit once or twice. You know, and then like, Rick and he's just like, and we're like, holy shit, Josh is green. Like, oh my god, like, take a picture! Take a fucking picture right now! We take a picture, and it was just like, him like fucking green, dude. Like,
he gets sad.
He was wicked sick. And then after we took the picture, imagine what it'd be like for all like a metal band around him. And we like, back in the day, I mean, we were just fucking little kids, you know? It was like, we're all laughing and shit. Like, fucking, he was probably so sick at the time, and just like was like threw up. And that's the story. It was wicked funny. And that's the green alien Josh story. The kid's the man, still playing guitar like a bastard.
You know you're finishing though.
I will. Just I got 2 down. There's 2 more to go. There was Mikey, who was just like, let's get stoned, son of a bitch. Let's get stoned now. You don't understand. Like, I'm not even gonna play this fucking show unless we get stoned. Right fucking now. Like, wicked bad. We're like, dude, I know, me too. We're like, let's go, please. Like, all of us. They're like freaking, we were like, yeah, dude, like, he was the funniest, like, hardest kid to describe. Best freaking guitar player I've ever seen in my life. Like, covering the hardest, like, death metal bands. Like, freaking bands you wouldn't have heard of, like Necrophagus, like, fucking full songs to the T in like a day, dude. Back when he was like 17 and shit. That's hard. I mean, you don't know who that is, but that shit's tough. And like freaking funny as a bastard. Eddie, just real quick, the fireworks. Oh my god. That time we come back from the 4th of July trip, that was fucked up. We got bit by like a gazillion mosquitoes. Gazillion. With Hutch. And then we freaking come back in, and Mikey's like there, the whole band's there. We run up the hill. We used to run up the hill. We used to skate down the hill in the winter when it was icy. Like the yard. Let's go. And freaking, we got fireworks. Eddie's like, we got fireworks. Let's go. We got fireworks, Eddie. Like, Eddie's got fireworks. So we're like, get you, first off. You gotta remember that. We got you. And I think that was it. We just got you and like Angie or something. And we were like, yeah, set him up at the top of the hill. Let's go. With the band, we're like cranking Pantera again. We're freaking, Eddie's like, I'll light it. Thing just falls over, and we're all like, remember? We were like, remember that shit? Take cover, Eddie. We're like, hit the deck. And you like jump to the ground, like everybody jumped to the ground. Shit like that. That was metal. And then the same night, we did it out on 135 in the street at 2 in the morning. We were like, read it. We're like, this thing definitely says no crackling. And it says no sound, basically, is what it is. Like, we see this. It's dead silent. We're like, yeah, dude, throw this out in the middle of the road. No one will be coming by. 1:30 in the morning. And we just light this little firework like this big out there in the street. Like 1:30 in the morning. Eddie lights it, and he's just like, wah! Like, that kid was fucking wild, dude. Wah! Like the weirdest sounds and shit you've ever heard in your life coming out of him. Like, where did you just get that sound, dude? Like,
I don't
like,
know. Hurry up.
You gotta, alright, I'm closing this now, because we're done after him. And we light this freaking firework, and all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, dude, this thing's sweet. It was like, it was just like, like full-blown explosive freaking like Vietnam, dude. And like it literally like 10 minutes, or like, no, but it seemed that it was probably 3 solid minutes in the middle of the night, in the middle of the main road at Hawken and Mass. Like, and Eddie's just standing right over it, dude. He's got like hair burning and shit. And he's like, we all like long hair. We're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, he's just yelling in the weirdest voice. He goes, more crackling! More crackling! And the more crackling thing just went on the whole time. Like 3 minutes of just like,
Never ending.
You've had enough?
I have to go get a gift bag.
All right.
Listen,
that's good.
Tony, don't wear that vest and don't wear that hat.
Deal.
All right? And get the dirt off your feet.
Ow! Ninja!